Well, hello everyone, Speccy88 here and welcome to another review. And now we're taking a look at the Spectrum conversion of Ghosts and Goblins, the arcade coin-op of the same name. Elite was the one that published it, and without further ado, let's get the keys redefined and then get this review going. So, jump, no, damn it, jump, fire, down, up, right, left. Again, it likes to reverse down and up and right and left. It just doesn't seem natural to me, but hey ho. So here's a little intro. Quite rare to get an intro in a Spectrum game from this era, but it's there. Because of the Spectrum's attribute limitations, they quite understandably had to do away with a lot of colour. Dagger. You definitely want to have the dagger for as long as possible. Still got the. Oh blast! I've lost my armour. I mean, the controls are really good, especially if you're on keyboard, where you've actually got separate controls for up and jump, which actually is quite helpful. Whereas if you're using joystick, you have to have up and jump being the same control, which can be a problem if you're at the foot of a ladder, because if you're not aligned with it properly, you're not going to go up the ladder, and you might jump when you didn't particularly want to. Oh, damn it. Another thing about it is, like its arcade counterpart, it's balls hard. This is a game you definitely don't want to rush through. You've got to take it steady. I mean, there is a time limit in the top right corner, but it's not so bad that it's so tight that you don't stand. Ugh. Oh God. I couldn't turn around for some reason. I'm just going to try something. Okay. No. God. I honestly thought that was going to get me. The zombies have to be fully up. No, I don't want the lance. No, I didn't want that. There was a lance just there, which was in that cauldron that zombie was carrying. No, but the zombies will only attack you if they're fully above ground. The main sprite's well animated. Yeah, what I was testing with when I lost that previous life is, unfortunately, you can't duck and change direction, which is balls, which is actually quite a problem. Right, I killed that thing. I don't know why they made it so you can't actually duck and change direction at the same time. You have to stand up, then turn, change direction, then duck if you still need to be duck, which can leave you a bit vulnerable. So that's a bit of a nuisance. I mean, as if the game's not hard enough as it is. Oh God! I think I reached a checkpoint though. Yes, I did. And you get 9 lives, and believe me, you are desperately going to need them. Oh, poo sticks. Ooh. That guy. Oh no, the imps. These are really hard and unpredictable. Oh, balls. Yeah. Rather flatulating sound effects, but this is a ZS48K Spectrum where, and as I've said on multiple occasions on previous Spectrum reviews, its sound capabilities were really quite limited. Oh, ballsack. That was bad hit detection. That didn't touch me. God, these guys are so hard. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they line themselves up in such a way that then they're really hard to hit. It also doesn't help that I lost the dagger back on the first stage. No. And they're faster than you. I mean, the game is possible, but it is bloody hard. Ah, Jesus. Oh, a bit of slowdown there, damn it. No! Oh, damn it. It's so hard to line up with them. I have to admit, I didn't exactly pick the most ideal keys. I had space for jump and N for fire. Or was it the other way around? One of the two. I can't remember what I've put now. This is just to see which one I picked. I can't actually remember. Oh yeah, space for fire and N for jump. I think I would have been better if I'd done it the other way round. I think that would have been a bit more natural. But yeah, by and large, the hit detection seems to be good, as well as. Oh, damn it! Yeah, jumping over the gravestones is a bit tricky. If you're too close to them, you'll just jump straight up, and that's not ideal. It's good that they managed to get a little bit of colour into the proceedings, considering the attribute limitations and the. No, damn it. I forgot about that bird. Nah, I don't want the lance. The other weapon that's in this game is the torch, and you definitely don't want that for the most part. It's a terrible weapon. All the other weapons that were in the original game are there, because there's also originally an axe and some other things, but those didn't make it into this version. I'm presuming space was an issue, but they managed to get the entire game in without multi-load. Well, I don't know whether it's the entire game because I've never actually gone through the entirety of the arcade version, partly because it's so balls hard. Oh, so even though that zombie wasn't fully out, I still took a hit from it. So it's not necessarily a case that if it's not fully up, it won't harm you or kill you. Oh. See, that didn't hit me then. Not that I'm complaining. If it doesn't hit me, then I'm hardly going to complain. The graphics are quite detailed, despite the reduction in colour from other versions. But it's not a case of it being too hard to see anything, and by and large the sprites are well defined enough that it's not a problem of them blending in too well with the background. I mean, you can clearly see that zombie on the bottom row there. despite the busy background. But it's not so busy that it interferes with the sprites, and that's where, and therein lies the difference. And then you get on the flip side, you get things like Ninja Spirit and Gemini Wing where it does. Oh God, that's going to be awkward with that lance there. I don't particularly want that. Oh, you swine. Ugh. Don't even think about trying to predict their path. You can't. You just got to hope. There is a lot of reliance on luck in this. But it's more from this is only the first stage that can probably get people's backs up. No, that's the lance and that. Oh, great. Now I've got... And occasionally some... Okay. No. I'll let that go off screen. I don't want to have the same problem I had last time where there was a weapon in the way that I didn't want. Oh, God. God, how did I get away with that? Had it come up, continued at that same angle, I would have been dead. Tiny bit of attribute bleed at times, but by and large, it's bearable. Oh, damn it. Those two look like poos it's doing. Oh, damn, I couldn't duck in time. Oh, it pooed on me again. No, I don't want the torch. You really do not want the torch. It's crap. Oh, stop pooing on me, you disgusting thing. Yeah, that's a little bit of a niggle. You can actually shoot the key on its first descent and get 6,000 points, and you can't do that a second time. You can only do that once per key. Oh, these things come at such awkward angles that they're... Oh, a bit of slowdown there. Oh, you absolute bastard. These imps are the bane of a lot of players' lives. I mean, the way they come to... They move about it's impossible to predict, so don't even try. Oh, God. And if there's ever a time when you really wanted it to be able to turn around while ducked, it's when you reach these guys. No. Oh, bollocks. Oh, slow down there. See, I was trying to turn around, but you can't turn around while ducked in this game. Oh, I had no chance. So that's Elite's port of Ghosts and Goblins for the Sinclair ZX Spectrum. Keith Burkhill's the one responsible for programming it. By and large, he's done a pretty good job considering the limitations of the hardware and the fact that he only had 48k of RAM to play with, and he managed to avoid multi-load. Graphically, it's quite impressive for a game of its time. I mean, look at that water effect down there. That's quite nice in the bottom left corner there in this demo mode. So, and the sprites are really well animated, and I don't think I saw any cases of not being able to see projectiles and enemies and the like due to it blending into wherever the backgrounds are. It's designed in such a way that that's almost if not actually never really a problem, and that is commendable, because as I said earlier, and in other Spectrum game reviews, it can be a challenge to get a good balance of nice looking sprites with and beautifully designed backgrounds that don't blend with one another and render enemies impossible to see and the like. Sound is a bit disappointing, but it's got these sort of farty noises whenever you kill an enemy, and the whenever you take a hit. So apart from those sounds, it's deathly silent. Kind of a shame it didn't have a bit more, but again, I don't know how much space he had left once the rest of it was in there, so it could well be that there simply wasn't the space for anything more substantial sound wise. So I'm not going to overly criticise the sound, especially as it's 48K, and because they managed to fit a big chunk of the game into a non-multi-load title for the 48K Spectrum. So gameplay, the controls are responsive enough, but by and large the game's just too hard too quickly, especially when before too long you reach those imps, and those more than any can really send your blood pressure going through the roof. And admittedly, the original arcade games are hard, but then that's often the case because their sole purpose is to try and get you to parts with as many coins as you could possibly spare. It's just a case of whether or not you find the difficulty too frustrating too soon, or whether you're hardcore gamer with godlike capabilities and you find it's just right. I mean, I have got to the final, the two flying demons like that one you saw me fight at the end of the first bit. I've just never got past that, and I do believe that is the end of the game, although I'm not 100% sure of that. So it is possible. It's just very difficult and very reliant on luck, and not so much in the way of skill. So I think I'm going to give the Spectrum conversion of Ghosts and Goblins 6 out of 10. By and large, I would have given it a higher mark if it wasn't so hard so quickly. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Catch you on another one soon. Texy88 out.